welcome to Guys Play. So it's been a while since I've done one of these, and got a good game for you. I was playing with my mate Jeremy, who's going under the name Intense Grandma Pleasure. I am a Zone of Danger. As you see, we're playing OKW and Wehrmacht. Against us were two Soviets, Aaron and Shu. We've actually played Shu before, and he defeated us. We'll see how this game goes. Both of them, judging from their bulletins, are basically going maximum spam. And 120 mortars there, guards rifle, shock troops of course, guards rifle again, shock guards, and shock. In this one I go with my air doctrine, so lots of strafing runs. And we've been trying, Jeremy and I, to be a bit more tactical and work together better as a team. That generally meant we've been sort of going one direction and then sort of spreading out, but giving a lot of support to each other. So in this one we went for the center because the center is what's important. You hold the center of this map and you should control the game really. Now I've gone straight for a machine gun. The latest patch lets me do that, and that's going to let me hopefully get into the church building here, which will give me infantry control. Meanwhile, Jeremy's pushing up with his assault fires. My MG's built. He's got some bolts as well. On the other side of things, you have two engineers there, conscript squad, and a machine gun as well. So, with another one building, and this guy not building anything at the moment. So this is Shu wiring up along the road there. Not the most necessary wiring, see how that plays out. Meanwhile, we've cut the center. My machine gun's almost at the church. My engineers are capping on the right. They've gone straight for the VP as well, on the right, and the assault fire is just doing that. Now I went after my machine gun. Usually I would have gone Brents, but knowing that they both got machine gun spam, I decided I'd get an early mortar. So that's just come out, and I've got my first Grand squad as well. As you see, the first machine guns are already coming up front. My machine gun's in the church, my mortar's up close. Here's Jeremy hiding behind the building there, so that way you don't take any casualties or damage, and the moment you see this unit moving up, you just jump back in. So Aaron's gone 3 machine gun start. Shu's got a bit more of an even spread, machine gun, conscript and mortar. You see I've gone for a second mortar, second early mortar as well. I put my engineers in this building as they were fighting those guys, and I attempted to try and keep them alive as long as possible. Meanwhile, Jeremy's bolts come up, and he's going to have to fall back with his assault fires now. They cut down. And so it's Riskin. Water's whittling away, guys. There, what, 2-3 kills? We only got the one. Wow, okay. Machine guns. Over here I've got my Grens helping out. Easily beat that off. Meanwhile, my machine gun and his bolt, sighted by the bolts in that building there, are able to force that machine gun back. So I don't want to move the Grens forward because I don't want to get them pinned. At the same time, I will build a second machine gun to put into this building and just to hold this area as well. And that then gives us, 2 machine guns, 2 mortars. That's a good sort of spread of units. And you see, I actually cancelled the mortar to build the second machine gun first. And I'm going to build some more Grens. But at the moment, you see, we're mainly really focused on the center. We've got this fuel bullet go down here with my guys, and here I've managed to just run around that machine gun, and I'm keep staying on that flank, so I'm going to be able to force these guys back now. And Jeremy's pushed up this way with his Volks. So we've got both fuel, which is quite nice to have early on, and my machine guns there, which will give us nice control on both sides.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
I pushed up with this Volk squad here, where I try and force the mortars off as I doing, pushing them away. Yeah, so one squad's going, one mortar's just running. Push up on the other one. At the same time, Jeremy's Volks is moving up. Jeremy's Volks forced off the very top point, by the machine gun and conscripts there. We're doing pretty well though. We've got a good spread of units. We've got 2 Gren squads now, 2 machine guns, 2 mortars. Jeremy's got 4 Volks, building an LEIG, and he's got a assault fire still. But Aaron's got, or Aaron, has pulled out. He's pulled out some guard's rifle. Stop some early AT. Sorry, early vehicles rather. And Shu getting a few conscript units and a machine gun mortar there. Also building up a fuel cache. Furious fighting still going on in the center. A lot of mortar barrages going down. I had to retreat my guy in the church. Thankfully, I didn't have to go all the way back because Jeremy built his med bunker there, so I was able to just retreat close enough to it to replenish my guys back up. Meanwhile, back at base, I've also built myself a medical bunker, so when my guys retreat, they're going to get healed. But yeah, those mortars begin to be a bit of a pain. Got 1 each.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at headquarters. We have lost the mortar crew.
So I've got 3 Gren squads now. That's the number I generally prefer to field. And I should very soon, if not already, be upgrading to tier 2. Which will let me upgrade all these guys with light machine guns. And I find 3 Gren squads with light machine guns can get a lot of work done, especially with rifle grenades and panzer barrels, which I think you should be able to see in this game pretty well. So I managed to get my machine gun back in the church, but I got to pull that mortar out. Over here. That machine gun's now suppressed the Gren, so yeah, I decided to pull them out. Jeremy's still pushing around, he's getting ready to flank through around this machine gun. A lot of mortar fires come down in these buildings here, as you can see. I decided it's not worth going up against 2 machine guns and pull back. Oof, unlucky. Meanwhile, Jeremy succeeded in getting rid of that machine gun. Shooting up there, yeah. He's gonna get the fuel as well. There you go, battle phase 1 completed. So my Gren should all be getting OMG shortly. And I've also popped fuel for munitions. So in both 2v2 and 3v3 I play with my mates, and actually me and my friends are ranked top 50 at the moment for 3v3, hoping to get a bit lower. But I kind of play a bit of a support role. I get the air doctrine, and any tank strafe, the big bomb. My job is really to try and take out the Katushkas, and howitzers and things like that that are hiding back in the rear. As well as occasionally pin the infantry so that Jeremy or Kaz, who I also play with quite regularly and featured in a few of the older videos, can get some real solid damage done. So whilst we're not really fighting together exactly, Jeremy and I were communicating quite well together, making sure we knew what we were all both doing, and making sure that we were keeping the center covered, either with my machine guns and infantry or his infantry. And you see now I've got 3 LMG Grands. I'll begin to sort of probably get a few fuel caches, and I think it takes me a while to tech up because I decided to get a couple of AT guns and use fuel to get bombing runs and so on. So I missed it, unfortunately. Took out the machine gun. That building's gone down. Church is almost going down as well. Some shock troops coming in. This one was a pretty easily dealt with. Look, Jeremy's way. Looks like Jeremy got the mortar, and he's fighting some conscripts there. Spot this Shrek. Almost got an A half track by the looks of it, and that was a bit painful for us. So I pushed through to say half track, chasing down the guy's squad. Now I've almost got an AT gun, as you can see, but it's not going to come in time anyway, unfortunately. And now the squad with Shrek. I think it's only one. Yeah, it is. Oh, unlucky. Also building a Rakuten Werfer, but that's also not going to be able to make it in time. And here, another half track also going for a I'm going to lose a gun squad here as well, unfortunately.
We are losing a sector.
So whilst this is happening, you see the pushing up, Aaron's pushing up on the right point, the center's being decapped. This belongs to the enemy, but so this belongs to us, sorry. But Shu's moving up to catch it. Cap it. Meanwhile, that's moving up, still pounding things.
The enemy has taken our supply sector. We are as ready as we can be. We have been promoted from our prison.
Unfortunately, we're not quite able to get it. Next range, but we're trying to get our stuff out. I should have moved more.
Incendiary artillery is now available.
I replaced my Grens. Still got everything else on the field, thankfully. But lost one Gren squad, unfortunately. Moving them up now. To run quickly. Still got the machine gun in the church, although that's about to go down. I'm pretty sure I call him out now. Or very shortly, hopefully. Yeah, there he goes. He's attacking up. Ooh, right in front, but he gets out. Meanwhile, on the right, we're losing the fuel point. But Jeremy's also capturing the fuel point on the left. So we're in a bit of a trade there. Church finally falls, and Jeremy's got himself a Jagdpanzer. Did a nice AT. Also got himself a Rafton Werfer. So as you see there, I was about to move my infantry to the fuel, but you just saw me reverse as Jeremy asked me to deal with these conscripts. Moving up. Well, so that's what Dad decided to fight on the mortar, trying to take that out. Down here, I moved the machine gun down. Yeah. It's gonna fight with another machine gun here, but there's an LEIG firing at it, so I believe I win this fight. Grenadiers pushing up, and arm tracks there. See some German stuff moving forward towards it. And over here, I'll try to fall back. I'm not gonna be able to get close enough there. And out. Should have run that earlier. So lose another Grand Squad. Not pleasant. I need a machine gun. Alright, let's move the machine gun up in the center now. Keep that covered. Meanwhile, they're pushing up on the left side. I should take that fuel again. Jeremy's mining up. So I've got a ton of fuel for, for this early on. I've got a pretty nice fuel surplus running at the moment. But I'm still pretty sure I'm only in, to phase 1. It's taking me a while to level up. So, covered by my machine gun, Jeremy's Volkswagen will take the center there. Mortar's getting some nice kills, 14 and 17. I think this machine gun dies, unfortunately. Managed to get one of them at least, the Jagdpanzer doing its thing. Meanwhile, 1 VP apiece. Game's still pretty tight, there's only 100 VP difference between us. Neither of us are 2 though yet. And this doesn't look like it's gonna end well for my machine gun. Grand Squad is there. This is pretty bad play actually. I've been struggling a bit, and they separate now, but running them in a blob like that when I know there's a lot of artillery, not a smart idea. Yeah, I should have just run with those guys instead of trying to take out that AT gun. Managed to fuck it up, and oh, I didn't realize Jeremy took it. I managed to get away with it. No, unfortunately, that's unlucky. I managed to lose 2 Grenadier squads in that time. No, 3 Grenadier squads rather. Which was not very nice. Smart. No, yeah, 2 Grenadier squads. I also got a second AT gun now. We can cover the center a bit better. Got one machine gun. Unfortunately, the other machine gun here was captured by the
We have liberated the objective. Awaiting command.
MG42. Yeah, captured by Aaron. Sharks fighting the Volks up top. Grenade didn't do much damage, but the Volks were never going to win that one. So good plan, good show by Jeremy to fall back. And to the center, 2 mortars, 2 AT guns, a machine gun. We got a pretty solid cover at the moment. I've got 1 Grand Squad, another one coming. Jeremy's now managed getting some obers, and also pulling out a P4 for more armor.
Fuchs Grenadier are on the line.
Fight's going on. It's a bit quiet at the moment. We might have got 2 VPs, but you can see that Shu's bringing up some more troops. Meanwhile, that A track's still been doing a ton of damage, 16 kills. I'm trying to push down and get our fuel back. This isn't likely to end well for me, to be honest with you. And being so spread out, if I change it there, we'll be able to get a lot more. But I'm staying in because I believe I've got another squad coming. I want that machine gun focus on them for a moment. I think I've also called my mortars in. Right in the center, one of my AT guns went down, unfortunately. My machine gun had to retreat as well. And they managed to take center whilst I was focused down here in that squad. I call in an airstrike, and so I'm telling Jeremy desperately to get his half track out of the way now. Telling him that they've got managed to get one of my AT guns. And I quickly put some flames on that pyro. Try and reclaim that AT gun. Not even needed as Jeremy's Panzer Rock J. Another couple of AT guns there, so he's gonna have to retreat.
All of our troops have been lost. We have a new SU-85 to deploy. The enemy has arrived.
A lot of machine gun spam still. There's what, 4 allied machine guns. This is my 1. Or our 1 rather. And they've set themselves up with a machine gun over here, just guarding the far right point. Ensure that no solitary infantry unit can really cap it. And all fresh grenadier squads. I lost a couple of my vet squads, as you saw. I'm gonna try and keep you guys alive a bit better.
Our command post is under assault.
Ah, that's right. We figured they had a howitzer, and unfortunately, didn't look at my fuel properly, and I put down a recon, which meant I wasn't able to put down the bombing strike. So instead, I put down a tank strafe just to see how it would do. Did a bit of damage, but not quite enough. And that was a bit of a bad. That's bad poor play by me. I should have moved that AT gun up. I think I'm focusing down here. And they're gonna fire a grenade over the building. Meanwhile, Jeremy's over Soldaten, pushing through the center. Point blank shot into one of the overs.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
And I've recruited both my AT guns now. Back up to my proper level. The egg fans are moving in. Ooh, nice shot. The SU to retreat. Meanwhile, the infantry continue to push up. The other SU comes in. Bit of a long range tank kill happening here. My AT guns are finally moving up. Meanwhile, my infantry throwing out rifle grenades again. Manages to get that building to collapse. Rebel soldier in there dealing with that.
AT support standing by for orders.
AT guns have moved up slightly.
Foes have 300 points remaining. Increase your effort. Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Yeah, Panzer pulls back there. So, Shu seems to have lost a lot of stuff here. He's not got many units, only 26 pop cap. Same thing for AA run. He's both lost a lot of stuff. So we got the population advantage at the moment as they move in on the center. We've got the left and right though. And Gren's there. Pulling back to those two squads. And Waters have been raking up some nice kills. 25 and 28. 53 kills, not too bad. Unfortunately, that machine gun there just flips him and takes it out, which I was a little shitty about, frankly. Gunship squad got a flamer there, coming up on the rear of the Oversoldat, as they themselves flank the machine gun, which is pulling out. And the Oversoldat get those conscripts ready. Oh, and they get the squad.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
And the Oversoldat move in and take the point. Where's my Grenz? Grenz leaving home base. And I'm teching straight from T2 to T3. It's not really going to be... Well, it might be necessary. I can't quite remember this game in. So far the game's pretty solidly in our control. Thanks to Jeremy's med bunker, I didn't have to retreat too far. My support weapons that got damaged could quickly heal up. Same thing with my engineers who, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they recruit both AT guns and one water so far. The Oversoldat and my come up and my Grens come up, also moving with AT guns up. Bit of armor there, T-34, as my grenadiers faust it. 1, 2, 3, AT gun. We get it. I sent my 2 damage squads back. Get the Gren squad and up here. The Ag Panther comes up as well. The Gren's just gonna pound on that those flame guys. The Ag Panther fires. Oh, gets the Ag Panther himself though is being hit from the side there. So he's gonna fall back. The Shu's almost got nothing now, really. And I almost got that with the tank strafe, but he just pulled out in time. And unfortunately, that Grand Squad dies. Much to my dismay, and also just the LMG. I told Jeremy quickly run up and grab it. I don't know if he had anything
You
there
guys listen
though,
to me if you want to live.
but no. Try and keep hold of it.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down. We have new resources available.
And yeah, I dropped a big bomb which took out the
Almost
howitzer
ready for
there.
strafing mission.
There's also a cat on the field now.
Yes, comrade.
And yeah, Jeremy manages to grab. Yeah, good. So we've got a pretty balanced force. I haven't got army yet. I'm saving up for a Panther. But at the same time, I have all the infantry to deal with.
We have new resources. Our opponents are seizing a sector. Yes, comrade.
And I'm not quite sure why he never bothered to really heal that tank. He has engineers. Infantry, my grand squads push up again. And moving up, pushing forward. Getting solely in our lead at the moment. We've got all 3 points. The pop cap difference is quite large. 75 out of 200 or less now. Compared to 100. Bet Grand squads with a rifle grenade or 2 will mince any machine gun. Am I going to throw the fouls? Apparently not. Oh, they surrendered. So yeah, that was a pretty solid victory. The key to it was basically to make sure I had the support weapons and Jeremy had the infantry early on, that we could control the center. Then when I got my Grens, I was able to sort of roam around with my infantry, fighting around the fuel and also pushing up here towards the bridge. Jeremy, meanwhile, made sure that we took the right and was constantly fighting over control of the munition point here, sorry, fuel point here. And, you know, with the early mortars, the early LEIG, a couple of AT guns and his Jagdpanzer, we basically had the tools to be able to deal with everything. And with my my doctrine giving me the tank strafe and the bombing strike capable of taking out the howitzer or the cat later on, if the game had continued, meant that, you know, we had sort of a counter for everything really. And as I saved up a bit more manpower and started getting a Panther or 2, we would have been really solid in our defense and attack. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun game. But well, let's check out the score quickly. See the kills and deaths. Although we all have to please wait as it loads up nice and slowly. Kind of makes me embarrassed, but you know, that I'm not on my desktop. Overseas at the moment, so running on my laptop. Obviously not as good. So you see, I lost 5 Grand Squads throughout the fight. But we see the score. Jeremy and I have pretty similar scores. My loss is a lot more higher, or by 20 higher. My kills about 20 higher, or just a bit lower than that. Shu seemed to get the living snot beaten out of him. Aaron a little better, but still. And yeah, so good fight. Hope you enjoyed it.